I'm having one hell of a hair day, by the way. I know you guys care a lot because, you know, so girly, bad hair day, oh my god. But, like, I'm having a terrible hair day today and I just can't. I just slap on a hat and go. That's the beauty of these hats. What is this camo? I don't know what it is, but I want to use it. Go. What is it? I haven't played Black Ops 3 in a minute, but let's go ahead and play some free-for-all. Where is it? Free-for-all. Wow. Actually, for today's video, it probably would have been more suitable for me to play Modern Warfare 2 and play on Terminal or something, because it's going to be planes and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, today I will be telling you guys about my experience flying, like flying in the air on a plane. Oh my god. And for those who aren't aware, I can't stand planes. I think planes are one of the scariest things in existence. And it's funny because my dad is a pilot. He's been a pilot for so many years. He even told me that he has legitimately spent 2 years of his life up in a plane. Oh my god. The idea of that is absolutely horrifying to me because just the sky, just being up in the atmosphere, and I'm also scared of space as well. If you guys want to go watch a video on that I made a long time ago, I am also extremely scared of space. But oh my god, planes! I am not, nope, no thank you, nope, not today, nope. But the topic that I want to talk about today is planes and my flight to MLG Anaheim and how it was flying for the first time by myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel so accomplished and happy with myself that I was able to overcome this very random and irrational fear, but oh my god, y'all, I flew on a plane by myself. But allow me to start from the beginning. So the flight that I was taking was from Atlanta to LA. I got a Wraith. Whoa, I want my balls really bad. How do I get my balls without dying? I need one more kill for my balls. One more kill for my balls. I want my balls. I want my balls. I want my balls. Oh! I got my balls. We're good. Yay, let's put them out. Go. Go, balls, go. Here they come. Here are my balls. Oh, look at them go. Go, my little balls, go. Yes, go. Be free. Please, go. No, don't kill me. 30-3. I'll take it. 2 wraiths, a set of balls. Just sounds so bad to say. 2 wraiths and a set of balls. That's not even half funny. I'm talking about wraps, y'all. A set of wraps. Okay, I got my wraps. I got my balls. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, my flight. Been playing and having too much fun. I forgot to actually talk during this commentary. So I flew from the East Coast to the West Coast, which took about 4 hours, I think. But yeah, the thought that I was flying from the East Coast to the West Coast, or really just knowing that I was going in the air in general, just made me super anxious and nervous, and I thought, oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know nothing's gonna happen because the odds of planes crashing and stuff is so slim, and the pilots are trained so that if they do crash, they know what to do, you know, to safely get the passengers off the plane and whatnot, bada bing, bada boom. Even my dad explained it to me. He said, I have been in the air for like 2 years of my life, and like there's been a couple of things that have been a little worrisome in the air, but we are trained to overcome that. Everything's perfectly fine. But I'm sitting there like, nope, I'm gonna die. I think it's because the last time I took a plane was when I was a freshman in high school. I was heading to Dallas, Texas for a cheerleading tournament. Wow, I'm in gamer mode. I was heading to Dallas for a cheerleading competition, and I had a window seat, and the window was not properly sealed or something because it was like flapping in the wind like this, and it was horrifying sounding. Like, I don't know if you guys have been in a car where the window isn't like properly sealed or not, but it's got like that little, like this little. That's exactly how it sounds too. No, it's like a flappy little window and it scared the crap out of me, and I was sitting there the whole time like, I'm gonna die. I am angry. Really? He zoomed around the corner of a machine gun. That's exactly what it sounded like too. Man, my sound effects are like on point today. So yeah, after the whole flappy window thing, which scared the crap out of me, I was really scared to go back on this plane because I also had a window seat. Oh boy. And I had the option to change out my window seat, but I was like, no, I have to get over this fear. You have nothing to be worried about, Hannah. Everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna make it. You can look at the window and be like, wow, what have you? So I decided, like, I'm gonna stick with the window seat. I'm gonna nut up and shut up, and I'm gonna go with the window seat. I was also really nervous about the whole checking in process, going through security and all of that. I figured like, oh, they're gonna find something random in my bag. They're gonna pull me up. Oh, I'll tell you exactly why I was so scared of security. Because when I was a freshman in high school going on that plane, I was wearing a hoodie, and they randomly pulled me to the side, like, we need to check you. Like, pulled me to the side all viciously and violently, and I was just a little 14-year-old so scared. Just because I was wearing a hoodie, they're like, we need to pat you down. Somebody get a girl, pat her down. I'm like, what did I even do? I just sat here wearing a hoodie. I'm so sad. My poor mom saw it in my eyes too. She was like, it looked like you were gonna cry. And I'm like, I know, Mom. I was so close to crying. It was so scary. What did I do? I just wore a hoodie. God am. So moral of the story, my first flight when I was a freshman in high school was not a very good experience. So I thought, wow, this flight is also not going to be as good of an experience either. When it came to going through security in ATL, everything was fine. I went through perfectly fine. It was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I even helped this mom. Her kid was like getting away, so I had to like help her track down her kid too. Like I wasn't nervous at all. Like it was great. I found my gate. I got on my plane. I was sitting there. I was sitting next to this little old lady who was heading to Hawaii. She had like a little Hawaiian shirt on. She was so cute. And I told her, yes, this is my first time flying in a really long time, and I'm flying by myself, and I'm kind of nervous. And she's like, oh, what are you flying for? Are you flying for an interview for a job? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's it. But now it comes to the actual flying part of the trip. So the plane took off, and honestly, I was perfectly fine with the takeoff. It was actually really cool. I was looking out the window. I was like, whoa, look, everything's getting smaller because height. Whoa. Like my face was pressed up against the window. Like I wasn't scared at all. And we kept going up and up and up, and I was super comfortable actually. It was pretty great. And then one of the flight attendants announced that, hey, we are at 10,000 feet now. Now you may turn on your Wi-Fi devices. You can take your phones off of airplane mode. And I was like, we're at 10,000 feet right now? Are you serious? And my heart sank, and I just suddenly became super anxious and nervous again. I was like, oh my god, we're at 10,000 feet right now. This is just not right, okay? So since we were on the plane, and I was getting only more and more nervous the higher up we were going, because we were only at 10,000 feet, and it was gonna be going higher and higher. The first thing that I thought of, which I shouldn't have, I'm a terrible person, but the first thing I thought of was, I want a damn beer. I want to crack open a cold one, and I want to chill is what I want to do. So first of all, I am of legal drinking age. I feel like I'm going to always mention that whenever I talk about drinking in videos, but I am legal drinking age here in America. I am 22 years old. Yeah, I don't know why I really wanted a beer. It was just, it suddenly hit me, and I was just craving a beer. I was like, you know what? I need to just, you know, chill, and I think a beer could really help me with that, so I'm going to have me a beer. So I asked one of the flight attendants who had like the little drink rolling cart they were rolling down the aisle. I was like, excuse me, can I get a beer, please? And the flight attendant said, sure, which one do you want? And I said, I'll take a Blue Moon, please. And, you know, he went and got the Blue Moon. And I got out my debit card and my ID, and I handed it to him. Because, you know, you're gonna get carded, especially when you look really young. You're gonna get carded to make sure that you can drink alcohol properly. But he looked at my hand, and he just started laughing at me. I was sitting there with my cards, like, what? Did I do something wrong? Even the old lady next to me was laughing at me, and I'm sitting here with my ID and debit card like, what I do? What is so funny? And the guy goes in, takes my debit card and says, I don't need to see your ID. I trust you're 21, right? I'm like, yes, sir, I am definitely 21. I'm just so used to being I'm sorry, it's instincts, muscle memory, just handing the ID. Why do you not need to see my ID? What the hell? And when I got my beer, the old lady next to me was still laughing at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just so used to being carded, you know? She's like, yeah, you do look really young. I can imagine you're really used to it, and I'm still... Guys, why did they not need to see my ID on the plane? Drinking is the same whether it's on the ground or up in the air. Why do they not need to see my ID? I'm so confused. Do you guys know? Is there like some sort of policy that I'm missing out on? Because I have no idea. Hey, excuse me. Because I have no idea. But anyways, I had the beer. It was a Blue Moon, by the way, for those who are wondering. And it was awesome. It tasted delicious. And I felt a lot better being on the plane. I sipped on this beer for a good 30, 45 minutes. And I was feeling great. I was feeling so spoiled. I was flying to California having myself a beer. I was like, damn, this is the good life, ain't it? And then my beer ran out. And I thought, you know what? I want another one. So I was like, Mr. Flight Attendant, can I get a second Blue Moon, please? And the flight attendant was like, you got it. And the old lady next to me just looked at me in horror and was just like, baby, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? I'm drinking. So I sipped on 2 beers the whole flight, and for some reason, I just didn't feel like watching any movies or anything, or, you know, I forgot my charger for my phone, so I couldn't do anything on my phone, even though I paid for Wi-Fi. So I was really bored the whole flight. I actually stared at the little flight path thingy the whole time. I was like, wow, I'm over Texas right now. Looks out the window. I'm like, oh, that looks like Texas. And then it's like, oh, I'm over, where else was I going? Louisiana. I'm like, that's Louisiana. Wow. I was taking in the scenery. It was amazing. But I wasn't really bored at all or anything. I thought it was really cool. And then when we finally excuse me, I just had to do the hand motion of me landing. When I was finally landing, everything was perfectly fine. I got off the plane. I was like, holy cow, I'm in California. I wasn't scared at all. I was happy as could be. And that concludes my first flight from ATL to California. Now let's talk about my flight from California to ATL. So going through the airport in California was no problem at all. Security was easy and, you know, nothing was holding me up or nothing. I mean, there was a 30-minute delay, but that's it. It was pretty simple. I got on the plane like an expert with my little EGL flight. Oh my God, can I show you guys this? Holy cow, how have I not showed y'all? Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a second. I am shocked I haven't mentioned this yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys this bag. Okay, so this was my travel bag. This is, okay, hello, focus, focus. Hey, hey, how you doing? Can you not do this right now? Hello? Okay, we good? Okay, we're good. The EGL flight bag. Oh my God, y'all, this was the bag that I used for travel for the whole weekend. It is the best bag I've ever used in my entire life. Of course, there's nothing in it now, so it's kind of hard to show you guys how much this thing can fit into it, but this thing is massive and it carried everything that I needed. Shoes, clothes, G Fuel. What else did it carry? Oh, it just carried a whole bunch of stuff. Anything that I needed for travel. My laptop, or my little tablet, I guess, like, it's just the best bag, and it's got like these little patches too that you can customize, and there's all sorts. Oh my God, this bag. I cannot rave enough about this bag. This thing is amazing. And my favorite thing about this bag is that the zipper goes all the way around and it opens up like this. It opens up like a freaking, I don't even know. It's just so simple to carry everything and all the compartments, and just, I'm serious, y'all. This is the best bag I've ever owned in my entire life. So while flying on the plane was a little scary and whatnot, at least I had this bag that kind of helped put me at ease. I knew that I was going to be perfectly fine. Everything was going to be transported safely. So if you guys want to buy one of these bags for yourself, be sure to use code ButtersFlyte15 for a discount. I currently have a discount code for this because I kid you not, y'all. This is the best bag I've ever owned in my entire life. I'm probably gonna get myself another one. Really, I probably am gonna get myself another one. But if you guys are interested in traveling to LAN events, if you need to bring technology, like, you can fit a whole console in this thing if you want to, and still have room for more. Like, there's so much room in this bag. If you guys are interested in anything like that, I definitely recommend picking one of these up. Especially in the gaming scene, they sell these personal patches that you could actually take off. It's kind of hard to do though because I'm weak. Come on, come on. If I can just peel this off. There we go. So there's a whole bunch of different patches that you can put on these things, and let me tell you, they're not coming off. But if you're in the gaming scene at all, there are all sorts of patches, and you guys can just go check it out on the EGL website. I'll leave a link down in the description below if y'all want to go see. But just a reminder, code ButtersFlyte15 for a little discount if you want to buy one of these. Gah. It's a very nice bag. I am a fan. So anyways, I was getting on my flight from California to Georgia, and I was not nervous at all. I was like, man, I've done this before. I'm a pro. This is going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing to be worried about. I even sat next to this really pretty girl. Like, it was about my age, I think, and she was really nice. I got a window seat again because I figured, hey, I can handle it this time. And the takeoff was perfectly fine, you know, getting up into the air. I was looking out the window, was like, wow, this is so cool. And then all of a sudden, I see water. I see the ocean below me, and I'm like, okay. Am I on the wrong flight? Am I going to Hawaii? Am I going on an unexpected vacation? Why am I over the freaking ocean? I was mortified as I looked out the window and saw nothing but water. That was not okay. That immediately put me in a state of like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. This is my final day. The plane's gonna crash or something. I'm gonna end up in the water. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna be eaten by sharks. Maybe I'll make friends with dolphins. I don't know, but I was over the ocean! And then what's even worse is that the pilot was like, okay, never mind, and he decided to turn, and when you turn in a plane, you really feel it. Like, you turn and you feel like you're on your side like this, and I'm like, this is it, this is my final day. I look out the window, I see nothing but water to my left, like straight to my left, water. I'm like, when I got back home, my dad further explained to me that, yeah, when you take off in LA, you actually take off towards the ocean and you turn around. That is actually what they do with most of their flights. But I didn't know that at the time, and I was horrified. But on this flight back, I told myself I am not going to have any alcohol, no beer, no nothing. I'm going to survive just fine, drink some water, I'll be perfectly fine. Oh, I just slid off the map. Wow, that was really dumb of me. Wow. I was also going to be driving later in the day, and I'm the kind of person who says, if I'm going to be driving at all during that day, I can't even have a sip of alcohol. No alcohol. None at all. Even if it's going to be 4 hours till I drive, and I can easily, you know, take on a beer and let it go through my system, I'm not going to drink at all. So I decided I'm going to distract myself the best way possible, so I'm going to watch a movie. And they had, like, Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson and other little movies like that. A dog's story? Or what is that? A dog's something or other? It was a movie about dogs. It was super cute, but, you know, dumb me decided, you know, let's watch a horror movie. So I love scary movies, for those who don't know, and when you're watching a scary movie, why did I do this? When you watch a scary movie, like, you just get more anxious and nervous, like, because you're waiting for jump scares, you know, and you're waiting for, like, the villain to do something scary or something. You're gonna see scary imagery, and for some reason I thought, let's watch Lights Out. That looks like a really fun movie to watch. So I sat there, plugged in my earbuds, and put them in, and I started watching Lights Out, and I was like, wow, this movie is really interesting. Why am I watching a scary movie on a flight? And then after the movie was done, I thought, all right, let's watch The Conjuring, because I have like 2 hours left, and let's just watch The Conjuring. I am stupid. So I was watching The Conjuring as I was on this flight, and it was near the end of the movie, and it was like the last 30-45 minutes of the flight, and things just started getting super rough, a lot of turbulence, and I realized we are totally driving through a storm. Oh my god. So when scary things are happening in The Conjuring, like, you know, somebody being possessed and having an exorcism, and there is a storm outside, and you are on a plane, your anxiety and your nervousness and just tensions are high, and I just, oh my god, I was sitting there frozen in fear. Obviously, the pilot knew what he was doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in a picture of the flight path that we ended up taking. It was ridiculous. Like, he was going everywhere, man. He was like, and like, I just thought it was really funny that we were just going everywhere just to avoid the storms and stuff, but I'm sitting there like, on all these turns and stuff, like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. This is the end of my days. I'm so nervous and anxious. I'm gonna die. But once I landed and looked at the flight path, I was like, that was a crazy ride. That was like a roller coaster. God damn. And when we were going through the roughest turbulence, I looked to the girl next to me and I'm like, girl, I hate planes. And she said, don't worry about it. We're gonna be landing soon. You're gonna be fine. But I'm like, but girl, I hate planes. But we ended up landing perfectly fine, and then I hopped in my car and I drove to College Town. So I was in California one day at an MLG event, and then the same exact day, I was back in College Town getting ready for work at 8 a.m. But that is the story of when I took a plane to LA and back to ATL. And it was my first experience in a very long time, and it was super scary, and I just thought I would tell y'all the story because I thought it was kind of funny. And yeah, I don't like planes. I'm not a big fan of planes. My dad's a pilot. I don't like planes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. By the way, if you still want to buy one of those bags, I highly recommend it. I'm going to put a link to it in the description down below. I'll put one for the EGL one and also one for the SOAR one because, you know, SOAR freaking gaming. But also, you know, use code ButtersFlyte15 for a discount. Almost couldn't remember it. And now this is the outro because I know how to do outros. Thank you all for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like on the video to let me know that I am doing a decently good job at keeping you all entertained. I will see you guys in the next video, whatever I make, whether I don't know what that's going to be. I'm going to start rambling. I'm going to start stuttering in a second because it's usually how it goes with the outros. Have a wonderful day. Gonna drink my G Fuel and end it early. Okay, goodbye.